If I could, when I was younger, I would say from at least age 12 and up, if I could say two things to myself, and mind you, this is someone, I have at least 5 or 6 friends, half a dozen friends who are been friends for 10 years or longer, actually almost 15 years and longer, and at least 2 friends who've been friends for 30 years and longer. And my personal policy, is that I never say no to who I consider best friends who've been friends for at least 15 years or longer. I don't care what it is. They can ask me for anything and everything, and I will always say yes. So as someone who has that personal policy with my best friends, I will say this. If I could say 2 things to myself when I was younger as a female, well, to anybody, but especially as a female, and especially as someone who has ADHD. First and foremost, learn to say no. Be comfortable in saying no. And that means everybody. Anybody who wants to hear yes from you, they got to earn that yes. Second thing I would say is stick to schedule. I can't tell you how important it is for me personally, sticking to schedule, especially again for people who are ADHD. Life is busy. I understand everybody has a busy life. Sticking to schedule is one of the most important things you can do, or at least for me it has been. It's life-saving. I can't tell you enough. I know for people like who are in the military or firefighters and so on, it's harder to stick to schedule, but start with 1 or 2 things. If you can stick to schedule on 1 or 2 items and stick with that schedule, it is extremely important. Start off with 1 or 2 things that you stick to that schedule and work your way up. And learn to say no. People have to earn that yes, and that includes family. And that's from somebody who never says no to best friends and one niece that I have. I mean, they can almost ask for anything and they'll get yes. I don't care what it is. But learn to say no. It's extreme. Those are my 2 biggest things: sticking to schedule and learning to say no to people. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Whatever time zone you're in. Be blessed.